Hello, everyone. Welcome to CIS 277. And this is Bob, like you didn't know who that was, huh? Hey, this is what I've done for you. I've posted your midterm. Remember that? Well, you have one posted. By this point, you know where to go to get it. So if you go to your syllabus and you'll see the link for it, you will be able to go and take it, which is actually kind of a conundrum. It's like a chicken and egg thing because it just occurred to me that I post this link to the video that you're watching now in your midterm to give you instructions. So to get to your midterm, you already know where it is, but no worries because you guys know where to find it. So anyway, let's talk about it. Got your midterm. Now, the date that it is due says November 1st. That's not a misprint. I'm going to give you a couple weeks to work on it. To be completely frank with you, I'd never say I'll be completely honest with you because you're thinking, isn't he always completely honest with me? And the answer is, of course I am. But sometimes I, just don't go over all the details. That's why I'm going to be frank with you. Because when I'm not frank, I'm Bob, right? Anyway, hello, I'll be here all week. So let's go over it. So on November 1st, that's the due date. Now, you can wait a little bit longer. You guys know that I'm a bit relaxed with the due dates, not because I'm weak and I don't want you to be disciplined. No, because I want you to spend time on this, and I do know that you're taking other classes, and some of the stuff that I've been giving you takes a little bit longer than you think. I've been getting a lot of the feedback saying, "Hey, Bob, that kind of looks easy. You kind of went over the example and." We did it. We had this reading that kind of followed the example. But when I went to go do it, all of a sudden it's not so easy anymore. And that's kind of the point. Remember, I always have a saying that people always know or they always can do half of what they look like they can do. That doesn't mean you can't do it. It just means that if you're nodding and smiling virtually and going, I get it, I get it, I get it, a lot of me scratching my head saying, well, let's see. And then we'll do an assignment. Then you realize that it's a little bit more involved. I hate to say the word difficult because difficult's so subjective, isn't it? It's like, well, what is difficult, what isn't? But you guys know what I mean. So anyway, do it the best you can with it. It's only worth 10% of your grade. So however that falls into points, you'll see when I do the evaluation. So it's not the end of the world if you don't do super, super, super good on it. Like I mentioned in the beginning of our class, when we started way back in August, that most of your grade is going to be based on your assignments, which you're doing on a weekly basis. So remember, that's 80% of your grade. 10% is on your midterm, and 10% is on your final. So you got the 10% in front of you right now. Now, just like your assignments, it's you can do it open book. I know that sounds strange because we don't use books anymore, but you guys get the point. So use any resources that you like. And if you want to, you can even make it a group project. If you have a study group that you're using or like a support network from people at work or school that know about the stuff that you work on, feel free to continue doing that. It's just you are on the honor system. Again, remember that for turning in something that is generally your own. So I'll leave it to you to figure out the difference between plagiarism and getting help. You all know the difference by now. So get help with it if you like. Work on it together if you like. But please make sure that what you submit is really what you're doing. If you copy and pasted it from somewhere else, I generally will find out somehow or another. I mean, it's like there might be, for example, if you turn in an assignment and everyone or a few of you misspell the same word, I might reach out to you and say, did you guys really do this like together and like all give me the same assignment? Anyway, I'm rambling a little bit. I've been caught with a little bit of a cold this week, so you hear it in my voice. So thank you for being patient with me. So anyway, that is the midterm, ladies and gents, peeps. That's what you need to do. So get that to me by the 1st if you can. And a lot of you are still kind of wrapping up your assignments. And let me kind of speak to that a little bit. Some of you have had more time on your assignments than others. So remember, from my point of view, is the work comes to me a little uneven. I have a bunch of you guys out there, and depending on Skype meetings and, and one-on-one help. I don't get everything all together. I got to kind of go back and forth between the stuff. So, some of you have more time on this and are able to get it done quickly, and some don't have as much time and take a little bit longer to do. So what does that mean for you? Not really much at all, except that sometimes I might get to your stuff out of order. I've received comments on that saying, you just graded my assignment 4, but I gave you 3 and I didn't get that yet. Probably because I got that and, I grade them in the order that I kind of get them. So don't panic with that. If you want me to look back and see what your grade was, or just to make sure I didn't get to it, that's usually what, I just didn't get to it yet, I will look for you. Now, that goes to my another point where if for some reason, this doesn't happen a lot, but it can, and this is why I mentioned to you guys earlier that I don't like to send a lot of emails out, because nothing really personally, not just with you guys, I'm not directing this at you, I'm just saying just me personally, nothing frosts me more when people will ask me, Bob, dig through your email. Remember, I sent you this email on September 5th, and that updates the email I sent you on the 2nd, and then pretty soon my head's exploding. I'm like, no. Please don't make me dig through email, because that's just such a pain. It's like, who know what when, and I told you this, and this is when, forget it. So but since we're submitting our assignments via email, if for some reason, like December comes around, you're like, Bob, you didn't get to do assignment 3. Just, I'll look, right? Fine. Don't panic. You're all panicking. I'll look, but if I don't find it, I'll just ask you to give it to me again. You always get the benefit of the doubt. Things go bump in the night. The dogs eat emails, all this other stuff. So don't panic if that's you. You don't have to prepare a case and figure out what you sent when. Let's just cut to the chase, and then you can just resubmit it, and then all's right with the world. So anyway, that is what's going on with grading and going on with getting assignments back to you. I'm pretty much caught up. I'm only about a week or so behind. So do your midterm, and I am going to post a short assignment that's going to be due at the end of the week. So I'm going to break my rule a little bit where, remember I mentioned I'll give you at least a week to work on something. I'm going to make it kind of an exception to this, but it's not a big exception, because I don't want you to have any latency on this. So I want you to kind of continue at least with your reading and your assignment. So look for the assignment posted after the midterm. I promise you that even though you're not going to have the 7 to 10 days to work on it, it will be fairly simple. I always give people a break on an assignment after midterm week, which is this. So that's pretty much what I have for you guys. So get your assignments in, keep working on stuff, and we have a really busy second half of the semester. So, take a deep breath, collect your thoughts, gather your resources, get all your weapons ready, as they say on Star Trek, and we're going to continue with the rest of the semester starting next week. So, as usual, you know where to find me. You could send me an email, and from there, usually we'll Zoom. Some of you have other mediums that you want to communicate on, and so far, so good. We'll do anything we can to get you guys all squared away. So, thank you for listening, and be safe, and I bid you all a very well rest of the day. Thank you.